When I first started this journey of being a fitness trainer in I want to say 60, no, not 60, 1996, 97. There's a few things that my first coach taught me as far as training properly. He was a powerlifter. I was just lifting. I didn't really that much, but he took me under the wing to some degree and kind of told me, like, and things make sense years later as I started doing more personal training and learning more about the body, anatomy, kinesiology, all that kind of good stuff. One thing that I noticed with most people when they live, especially doing chest press of any kind, is when they do their chest press, they're more in this kind of T position with the elbows, and they kind of do this, like the same way you do the push-up, actually, because a push-up is still a chest press. There's really no difference, except for you're on your hands this way, opposed to be on your back this way. The range of motion should still be the same, the flow should still be the same to engage the muscle. But I noticed that most people kind of stay in this T position, and one thing he told me is that when you're doing your bench press, that's why he never had any issues with the shoulders as far as I know, he said you should always bring the elbows down and in and allow the shoulder to rotate at the rotator cuff. It makes perfect sense. Let it rotate. It's almost like more of an arc to it, opposed to just straight out like this, which means just kind of riding on that rotator cuff. It should be more of an arc to your movement, not just straight out or straight up and down. So it look more like this. That way the shoulder can rotate, rotator cuff, as it's designed to do. Another thing too, from my other mentor, because you don't really, there's so many different muscle groups involved in doing a chest press or push-up, it's hard to get a really good activation on the chest. Good, better, best. So the best move, as Dr. Jack would say, the chest is made for hugging, not shoving, right? So the most activation for the chest is going to be this. Now, when I do that with a dumbbell, I use dumbbells for that, but I would suggest using it if you don't know what the heck you're doing. I'd rather say something more controlled environment like a machine, because this is more activation for the pec than actually doing this. Only time you really get a lot of activation of the chest when you're doing a chest press, when you get past that, in that sweet spot, right here. But from here, it starts from here to here. You got constant resistance on the pec muscles. So if you had to choose good, better, best, I would say flies on a machine is better than chest press. But if you got nothing else, push-ups, you can always add a variation to the push-up by adding elevation. Again, distance, great resistance, we talked about before. So if it's not hard enough, slow down your reps, one, and then do more flies than you do chest press. There you go.